They wanted me to spit reality
what
rap.
The problem is, what the problem is,
whatever that fucking mean. Yeah.
Let's go.
Fuck you niggas and I mean that. You want war, bitch, I bring that. Real niggas dressing all black. I'll put your life in the past. All you lames ain't gon' last. Put that dumb shit in the trash. I be yellow in the jungle wildin' with gorillas even when they spaz. I was boosting, it was back up. Run all up in your stash house. Tell you niggas kick the cash out. 45 on your ass. A lot of y'all dudes is acting. Keep on saying that y'all trapping. Put you right up on the news channel 45, asking what happened. Big nigga and I'm hustling. I dare you niggas try to touch me. So official like the ref, I got some real niggas that'll leave you dusty. I ain't never had nothing, making something out of nothing. Out here grinding real hard, trying to turn the devil to an English muffin. I whip the work like a slave nigga. Streets know I'm a go-getter. I can never be a whole nigga. Real facts, you's a whole nigga. Catch the boy in the cup. Watch the pot bubble up. Profit going double up. Really never give a fuck. My hood really bout that. Cross the line, then we off black. Kill a nigga when it's off black. Smoke you chunks like some gas. My father never really fuck with me. None of these niggas can't fuck with me. Say it twice so you remember me. None of y'all can't fuck with me. So how I wake like I just caught the molly. Wait for a young dumb ass nigga to try me. Giving them shots to the face of the body. Guns like a boxer, man, shots to the body. I done did a lot of dumb shit. A lot of beat a hater up type shit. I got that shit straight from high. Not a nigga out real. I saw the scenes of that musty. It was loud, it was crunchy. That's when housing came and rushed me. That's when housing came and rushed me. Came around every corner, had me on the ground. That's when they cuffed me. Had to switch the game up. Started capping up for slugs. I'm getting money, nigga, what? I'm getting money, nigga, what? Nobody couldn't tell me nothing cause a real nigga never gave a fuck. Homie told her that was fucked up. Real talk, that was fucked up. When I see you little nigga hit you with that 40, let you know your time's up. Gritty nigga still hungry. Yes, the boy still hungry. I be in my own lane fighting like a champ, getting to the money. Get all that stupid shit. They gon' give me some money and ball out. I'ma stack it so high to the ceiling that when it come to my house, you gon' fall out. Only real niggas know what I'm talking about. Shoot up for nigga like film in a movie. Spit it for reals like we shooting a Uzi. Crossing the beach, you be.
Let me take you higher and show you how you should feel, baby. There's something now available in your body. Whatever it is you want from me, baby. See, you don't have to say nothing. Know your body wants something. It's easy for me to see that your body is going for me. I can hear it calling me. You know the words. I can hear it calling me. Yeah. I can hear it calling me. I went to R. Kelly concert. He's here. This right here. Hey. Somebody's calling. I hear you calling me. Somebody's calling. I hear you calling me. Somebody's calling. I'm listening. Somebody's calling. I thought I heard somebody over here calling me. Whoa, whoa. Yeah. I'm listening. I hear you calling me. Somebody's calling. I'm listening. I hear you calling me. I heard somebody over here calling me. Whoa, whoa. Yeah.
Holy shit, Emma's job. Bandit, dumbass. Wanna make it out. Yeah.
Look, All my diamonds wet. I be fucking endless bitches through my Snapchat. They send me pictures of that pussy, I don't chat back. She had a baby trying to fuck me, she snapped back. She know a nigga always capping, he'll snap back. And I just crashed the SRT and brought the Hellcat. You know a gangster gotta fall, but you gotta bounce back. And man, you niggas way too old to keep on asking where your ounce at. Nigga hit me for a brick, I'm rolling out the bed. They got 20 million shit, we'll take this 40 to the head. Millennial clip, they got like 60, got like 30 in the cig. And only thing we got spare is all the women and the kids. And let me tell you about my lady, that's my baby, and she story bad. Last nigga brought her hugs, fully brought her Louis bags. Heard it disrespect my name, know them boys blew his ass. I don't know why sitting on all this money like I'm Mr. Krabs. I can pick out any bitch I want, I got the gift to gab. Any bitch that ever fuck with me ain't had to lift a bag. It's a motherfucking guarantee that she gon' get a bag. Best believe I keepin' our receipts, but I'm gon' send a bag. Look, coronavirus gave my boys a takeoff. We was making 3,000 off an 8-ball. And not to mention taking hits like we was 8 off. Roll up all the baking soda like we had a bake-off. And all my niggas hustlers. That's probably the reason why these niggas never fuck with us. Cause all these half-ass plugs, you sell them half-ass drugs. And if you sell us that shit, you know what's stuck with us. Go get it. We gon' spin that bitch until we dizzy. We gon' find out everybody live and we gon' pop her like a willy. And we gon' keep them heats when niggas chilly. And all my Glocks black on, they ready to get busy. No kizzy. Yeah, I peep the hate, but I got something for they dumb ass. All I need is one car with one Glock with one mask. Then I let off hella shot like I had a heat in both hands. All they gon' say a nigga Indy or the gun man. Boy, it ain't no joke with us. Montclair only go for us. They say the club ran out of sections. Fully it won't open up. Rollies residential when they bust, they probably go for us. Endless, everything. They keep on quoting us. And I was on the yachty with them thotties. Shout out Bruce Court. Only time we don't want to smoke is when it's Newports. And I be trying to find myself a rabbit trapping D-boy and his keys on my block. Shit, think we selling keyboards. I am only playing offense on point like a shark fin. Brought my own water to Miami, I'm a dolphin. They like fully think he found himself, I never lost it. I can go to Neiman Marcus now on my closet. Cause I be overflowing with that drip shit, I'm a faucet. I got endless bitches that snacks, my phone a mobbing. I gotta keep my foot on their neck, this shit a carpet. I don't give a fuck about these rappers, that shit is garbage. PG was home, they said that's not my paper. Now my man locked down and I still got that paper. Matter of fact, I'm getting cheese like that nacho flavor. I should call my nigga Killer, this a nacho banger. I don't really need no features, this is nacho banger. All you hear is boom, boom, when that Glock go ringing. Straight to my cell, zoom, zoom, when that iPhone ringing. These niggas won't get down with us because they blocks ain't banging.
Starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Four nights of torment drowned in their screams. Fifth night's here to shatter their dreams. May fifth trial dawns, jury's cold gaze. For the kids he broke, will set hell ablaze. 5 nights at Diddy's where innocents died. God's wrath roars, let the guilty be tried. Feds tear the veil, sex trafficking laid bare. Empire of evil, a devil's cruel lair. Talia's voice breaks, drugged in 2001's night. Raped by Diddy and God, her soul lost the fight. 5 nights at Diddy's, this is part 5. Diddy is coming, should not be alive. Sentenced unto death, pray victims survive. For those that didn't make it, children long gone, we pray you found peace, call heaven home. Hollywood's damn souls will burn. 5 nights at Diddy's, justice we earn. LaTroya won a contest, thought she'd live the dream. 2006 party turned to a nightmare scream. Drugged till she faded, assaulted in the haze. Woke in a hospital, lost in a trauma maze. 5 nights at Diddy's, this is part 5. Diddy is coming, should not be alive. Sentenced them to death, pray victims survive. For those that didn't make it, children long gone, we pray you found peace, call heaven home. Hollywood's damn souls will burn. 5 nights at Diddy's, justice we earn. A 13-year-old girl post-VMA glow, drugged with the red drink, raped in the show. Ashley's 2018 fight, rape while they filmed her cries. Escaped with a knife, but her spirit still dies. This is part 5. Diddy is scum and should not be alive. Sentence them to death, pray victims survive. For those that didn't make it, children long gone, we pray you found peace, call heaven home. Hollywood's damn souls will burn. 5 nights at Diddy's, justice we earn. God's on his throne, sword dipped in flame. Every mogul, every suit, scream out their shame. A 9-year-old boy, bad boy auditions door. Abused by Diddy's childhood no more. Ooh. Liza at 16, 1990s dark stain, drug forced by Diddy, choked through the pain. Victims raped till they broke, ivy drips in their veins, revived to be tortured in Diddy's cruel chains. 5 nights at Diddy's, this is part 5. Diddy is scum and should not be alive. Sentence them to death, pray victims survive. For those that didn't make it, children long gone, we pray you found peace, call heaven home. Hollywood's damn souls will burn. 5 nights at Diddy's, justice we earn. Four nights of torment drowned in their screams. 5th night's here to shatter their dreams. May 5th trial dawns, jury's cold gaze. For the kids he broke, will set hell ablaze. 5 nights at Diddy's where innocence died. God's wrath roars, let the guilty be tried. Feds tear the veil, sex trafficking laid bare. Empire of evil, a devil's cruel lair. Talia's voice breaks, drugged in 2001's night. Raped by Diddy and God, her soul lost the fight. 5 nights at Diddy's, this is part 5. Diddy is scum and should not be alive. Sentence them to death, pray victims survive. For those that didn't make it, children long gone, we pray you found peace, call heaven home. Hollywood's damn souls will burn. 5 nights at Diddy's, justice we earn. LaTroya won the contest, thought she'd live the dream. 2006 party turned to a nightmare scream. Drugged till she faded, assaulted in the haze. Woke in a hospital, lost in a trauma maze. 5 nights at Diddy's, this is part 5. Diddy is scum and should not be alive. Sentence them to death, pray victims survive. For those that didn't make it, children long gone, we pray you found peace, call heaven home. Hollywood's damn souls will burn. 5 nights at Diddy's, justice we earn. A 13-year-old girl, post-VMA glow, drugged with the red drink, raped in the show. Ashley's 2018 fight, rape while they filmed her cries. Escaped with a knife, but her spirit still dies. This is part 5. Diddy is scum and should not be alive. Sentence them to death, pray victims survive. For those that didn't make it, children long gone, we pray you found peace, call heaven home. Hollywood's damn souls will burn. 5 nights at Diddy's, justice we earn. God's on his throne, sword dipped in flame. Every mogul, every suit, scream out their shame. A 9-year-old boy, bad boy auditions door. Abused by Diddy's childhood no more. Ooh. Liza at 16, 1990s dark stain, drug forced by Diddy, choked through the pain. Victims raped till they broke, ivy drips in their veins, revived to be tortured in Diddy's cruel chains. 5 nights at Diddy's, this is part 5. Diddy is scum and should not be alive. Sentence
Yes, sir.
victims survive.
What?
For those that didn't make it, children long gone, we pray you found peace, call heaven home. Hollywood's damn damn souls will burn. 5 nights at Diddy's, justice we earn.
Whoa. Shout out to everybody that's here, man. That song was called 5 Nights at Diddy's. 5 Nights at Diddy's. That was kind of deep. 5 Nights at Diddy's. What's going on, y'all? Y'all know where we at today. We going to talk about what happened at the trial today. The phone lines will be open yet again. Oh, yeah, that was real deep. The phone lines will be open yet again. And then I got to spank a catfish. Then I got to spank a catfish. A lot of people don't know what's been going on, but they're going to be included in it today. Also, shout out to Tory Lanez. They, from what I'm hearing, his dad and them, they were able to drop some evidence today. Ooh. They was able to drop some evidence that can free Tory Lanez. So when Tory Lanez, I gotta drop. Hold on. So I gotta drop this first. So if y'all want to support me and my trip to New York, y'all, excuse me, you can hit the little box at the bottom of the chat box. It's called a super chat. You can put anything in there. Nothing too little, nothing too small. I appreciate everything. My goal is $400 that I'm collecting to go to New York on the 26th. I'll be up there for a week. And all I'm asking for is to help me with $400. Just put $400 in the pot for me. I'm believing in God that we gonna get it. You know, I'm believing in God for it. That we gonna get it. It's crazy. It's crazy. Also, you can hit the Cash App, $officialdanaJ. Also, you can hit the members section in here. I do got member section up here. I don't support that enough. I don't push it enough. So now I'm about to start pushing all of my member section and everything. Okay. So I got to. So I got to push and show y'all the new evidence for Tory Lanez. I want to say shout out to everybody in Dream Team that's here, man. Love every last one of y'all. Without y'all, wouldn't be no me. That's why I love the Dream Team hand in hand. Wafia, if you don't have Cash App, that's one thing I'm gonna say. If you don't have Cash App, I accept all forms of payment. I accept Zelle. I accept Zelle. I accept Venmo. I got PayPal. Just let me know and I get it to you. Okay. There you go, Willie. Thank you so much. If you want to contribute to the channel or a trip to New York, Cash App, $officialdanaJ. Thank you so much. Rafi, I would like to send you $50. So how can I get it to you? Okay, my Zelle. Let's see. So I appreciate you, Wafi. Oh, my Zelle is not Official Dana J. My Zelle is book. BookDanaJay at gmail.com. That's my Zelle. BookDanaJay at gmail.com. Yeah. That's my Zelle. I ain't want to present the Bozo show though. I ain't want that to do it. Ugh. But anyway, it's there. Okay. So we're gonna look at the new evidence that Tory Lanez and his attorney has dropped, and then go a little something like this. Let's go.
Not long ago, Unite the People was approached by a gentleman named Bradley James. Mr. James informed us he was working as the bodyguard and driver for Ms. Kelsey Harris during Mr. Peterson's trial. As such, he was in close proximity and he had privy to conversations she was having with her husband and others. Mr. James informed us he was not under a non-disclosure agreement or confidentiality agreement and was free to speak with Unite the People, and that he was doing it because his conscience would not let him not speak and leave a man in prison for something he did not do. Mr. James informed Unite the People that he was witness to the conversation Ms. Harris had, where she stated she had the gun, she fired it 3 times, Mr. Peterson grabbed her arm and knocked it down, and the gun fired 2 more times. In essence, Mr. Peterson never shot anybody, never even touched that gun, never fired the gun. This statement aligns the statement of the only non-party witness to the case, Mr. Sean Kelly, who at trial testified he saw 2 women fighting, 2 men break up the fight, 1 man grabbed the other one's arm. Gunshots came from the passenger side. Passenger side is where Ms. Harris was sitting. This further iterates that Mr. Peterson did not shoot Ms. Pete, did not shoot at Ms. Pete, or did not assault Ms. Pete. Not long ago, Unite the People was approached by a gentleman named Bradley James. Mr. James informed us he was working as the bodyguard and driver for Ms. Kelsey Harris during Mr. Peterson's trial. As such, he was in close proximity and he had privy to conversations she was having with her husband and others. Mr. James informed us he was not under a non-disclosure agreement or confidentiality agreement and was free to speak with Unite the People, and that he was doing it because his conscience would not let him not speak and leave a man in prison for something he did not do. Mr. James informed Unite the People that he was witness to the conversation Ms. Harris had, where she stated she had the gun, she fired it 3 times, Mr. Peterson grabbed her arm and knocked it down, and the gun fired 2 more times. In essence, Mr. Peterson never shot anybody, never even touched that gun, never fired the gun. This statement aligns the statement of the only non-party witness to the case, Mr. Sean Kelly, who at trial testified he saw 2 women fighting, 2 men break up the fight, 1 man grabbed the other one's arm. Gunshots came from the passenger side. Passenger side is where Ms. Harris was sitting.
So with that being said, y'all know in the beginning, I was against Tory Lanez, but I had to go and look at it. And facts is the facts. And the facts is that Tory Lanez is innocent. Kelsey is the one that shot Megan Thee Stallion, or Megan Peak. It wasn't Tory. It was Kelsey. With that being said, I'm glad I got to understand what was going on, because now I know that Tory is innocent. So it all makes sense that Tory was being targeted. And that's why when he got stabbed in jail, the person that stabbed him was let go. He's home.
but Tory's in a hospital, which let me believe that that's a hit from Jay-Z and Rock Nation themselves. Because if a man can't speak, he can't defend himself. And I said it many times, once a man pass away, many people will forget about the story. I'm praying for Tory Lanez. I hope Tory come home. Lock Kelsey up and lock Megan up. I say that. Lock Kelsey up and lock Megan up for coercing and providing false stories to the authorities. Now let's jump into Al's stories. Let's jump into the D, the I, the D, the D, the Y. What does that spell? That spell Diddy. Hold up. Let's talk about it. All right. A lot of people last night and was saying that they believe that, Cassie was a willing participant. I disagree with those folks. So it starts off, yes, as Inner City Press first reported, Combs turned down a plea deal, but it's still not known for what sentencing guideline the offer was. Okay. So then it says, hold on, let me take the ZELLE down. Let me take that down because y'all can't see certain things. Let's see. All right. So it says vlog May 14th, U.S. versus Sean Combs. Can Cassie confer with counsel during cross? Let's see what was said.
Okay, here we are. Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here at the Southern District of New York Courthouse today, Wednesday, May 14th, 2025. Well, Diddy docket, civil and criminal, of course. Yeah, we're live tweeting the criminal trial of Sean Combs. Yesterday, they finished with the male dancer Daniel Phillip, and then Cassie took the stand. It was really, it was something. You can find, of course, the tweets. We've also put extra stuff on Substack and some of the filings on Patreon. But the legal issue that's arising is whether when she's under cross-examination, which will begin today, whether she'll be allowed to talk to her lawyer, who's Douglas Wigdor, a noted Me Too and other, mostly a civil lawyer. He had a case with Leon Black in which he dropped out, but that's another matter. In any event, both he and the lawyer for Mia are wanting to say that they have every right to speak with their client during cross. Now, often it's said that a witness can't speak to the lawyer during cross in order to not coordinate, but the government and they are citing the Victims' Rights Act. Of course, Alexander Shapiro for Combs said that can't trump the rights of the defendant to get to the truth, i.e., mess up the testifying witness. So there's that. On the civil Diddy docket, in one of the many cases initially brought by Tony Busby, he's withdrawn from them, has another lawyer on the case. It was a Jane Doe versus Sean Combs case, in which involving, I think, 2014 in Las Vegas. In any case, it's been found and ruled by Judge Broderick here of the Southern District that Jane Doe cannot proceed under pseudonym and must either give her name by May 20th in an amended complaint or see the case dismissed on that ground. So there's a lot of this is how it's going. We're covering it closely. It seems to be going out all over the place, including Perry Match. Not that it matters. We've asked, believe it or not, to go international. We've asked the UN about it because they often are talking about, I think they put on orange shirts. They do all of this stuff. Of course, the UN itself is deeply involved in sexual abuse through their peacekeepers. These guys have full immunity. They're sent to some of the most dysfunctional, poor countries on earth: the Central African Republic, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Haiti, and when they used to have a UN before the Haitians, much to their credit, threw the UN out for bringing cholera and killing people. In any event, the UN is deeply engaged in sexual abuse, but has no comment on either this case or Gérard Depardieu or anything else for the matter. But what they do is that we've received leaks from within the UN, which we cover despite being banned from it, both of staff asking Antonio Guterres to resign because he's killing the organization. And then yesterday, a leak from Guterres himself complaining about leaks. Yes, he bemoaned leaks of his plans. This from an organization, all of this, including the banning of the press, an organization that pretends to be for freedom of the press. Speaking of which, also to be determined is whether the videos, the freak-off videos, can be seen. There was some back and forth yesterday. There was a proposal to have a pool, which I'm less certain of. Seems like the judge is not going to allow it, and we'll see where it goes from there. Now, it's a rainy day, and so you can see not just mine, but many cameras here on in front of the courthouse. People will be doing stand-ups across the street. There's a little. Wait, you see that yellow booth there? That thing is out here at midnight, or even earlier, in front of the courthouse to get in. But we're going in. Inner City Press on the case.
Ooh. Inner City Press on the
Okay, here we are. Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press. Here.
See, they can get in. They have the original press passes. And we're going to get to that later. Let's go. AUSA, how did he get it? Cassie said, well, he took all of my stuff. AUSA said, where does he end up? Cassie stated, sitting in the chair in front of the window. The AUSA said, what are you doing? What are you doing? She said, I'm walking away from him. I guess they was looking at a video or pictures for her to say that. So it says, I'm going to show you the LA Intercontinental Hallway again. Play from 143 to 146. They look at the video. AUSA, who enters? Sean. What's in his hand? He doesn't appear to have anything. Play to 159. Now, anything in his hand? My phone. She stated. AUSA said, how would you recover from a freak off? Cassie said, I did opiates. Ooh. I wanted to feel numb. We get massages, IV fluids. The chef will cook us something. The AUSA said, how often did you take opiates after freak offs? Often. Often so much that she got a urinary tract infections. Multiple. Because the S is on the end. Ooh, that's nasty. AUSA, did that happen? Cassie said, at a restaurant. What was security's role? To intimidate. They were lining the room. Who was there? Uncle Paulie and James Cruz. Did he do it? New paperback and now audio on SDNY cases against Sean Combs. Criminal and civil Ventura Laura Jones, McKinney, Don Richards, Jane Doe. Both detention hearings with more to come. First in the series, Amazon.com. So this was entered. It says, now, amid the second day of Cassie Ventura's direct testimony in USA versus Sean Combs, here's an exhibit from the trial, the LA Hotel security email. Let's press this and see what it says. Can I get it open? Ooh, it's so small, I can't even get this thing open. Okay. I can't get it open. So let's read it this way. Today is March 2016 at approximately 11:14 a.m., 11:14 a.m. I received a call from Instant Services Wanda stating that she had just gotten distress. She just got a distress call from the 6th floor. I then looked at the cameras to familiar with the situations up on the floor. All I saw before I took off immediately was a male black wearing only a towel walking back and forth. I arrived at the scene at 11:15 a.m. I noticed that the male black was rapper Sean Combs, aka P. Diddy. I observed Mr. Combs sitting down on the far left chair of the 6th floor, and the female who was closer to the hallway, later identified as CC by Mr. Combs. I saw the damage that had been done, and I began to diffuse the situation. by advising Mr. Combs to understand his status and that safety and concerns of our guests, he began yelling at Miss Cece, and I advised both of them to separate from each other. That it wasn't convenient for both of them to continue this, especially in the hallway and in a towel. I then proceeded to advise him to return back to his room. Mr. Combs began to offer me a bribe. You take care of this one, I got you. Let's go to my room. I then responded with, sir, I know who you are, while extending my arm to him to shake his hand, and said, all I ask is for respect for the guests and myself. So do me a favor and let's return you to your room. He got up and began to walk to his room. As we made our way down to the north hallway, Miss Cece was behind us coming from the south hallway. Mr. Combs noticed her while running back and began to raise his voice. I then told him that if he didn't respect the guests, then he would be escorted out of property. We walked over to his room, 602, and when he went inside and Miss Cece was told to leave by Mr. Combs. So she did just that. Mr. Combs opened the door and brought out a currency band wrapped around $100 and told me again, thank you, and said, you take care of this and I take care of you. I declined the money and told Mr. Combs that all we needed was for him to stay in his room until checkout, which is today. I left the scene at 11:25 a.m. I took the elevator down and saw Miss Cece and advised her that I did not want him to see her. So I walked her over to the valet office until her ride got there. I asked her that we would need some information from her to stand by. To stand by. I then walked over to MOD Aday's office, and advised him of the situation, that I needed him present. We then walked over to Miss Cece, and she was unable to locate. What? We then went up to the 6th floor and took pictures of the guest lobby, elevator landing, and made our way to guest room 602. MOD Aday wanted to introduce himself to let him know of the hotel rules and to advise him that the damages would be charged to his room. When Mr. Combs came out, he was about to start yelling, still in his towel. But MOD Aday and I stopped him before he did, and he automatically assumed he was being recorded. So he grabbed his hand, then grabbed his what? So he grabbed his hand, then grabbed his hand and told him to back off and took his hand away from MOD Aday. He was then told no one was recording him, that the safety of the privacy of the guests is important to the hotel. And if he tried to do something like that, he would get kicked out and escorted out of property by LAPD. He calmed himself down and apologized and stated, it's just that I don't want to lose anything, and I can lose it all. We then reassured him that all we need from him was to calm down and not have any more scenes from the time until his checkout time. We then left the scene and resumed normal operations. Note, We will be conducting extra patrols until his checkout, in which we will be taking pictures of how the room is left at this moment. Here are the pictures that MOD a day took of the guest lobby. Please stand by until we have all pictures. Mr. Combs has not checked out yet. Ooh, that's small. Judge, we are trying to prevent witnesses being counseled on how to testify, what to say or not say. Anything else? Okay. Would that be acceptable? Hecker Fink lawyer. I'm afraid she'll have a moment, lose it, then ask me, did I forget something? I worry. Hecker Fink lawyer. Mia. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. I know who that is. Okay. Wow. I wonder what set that off. Jeez. So Mia will have taken this to our grave. I don't know how to support her if we can't discuss her pain, what she went through. We will not put words in her mouth. Her nerves are through the roof. AUSA, what are these photographs? Cassie said, my mother took there in Connecticut of the bruises on my back. AUSA said, were you entirely honest with your mother about the bruises? No. I said this was the first time. Did you tell her about the freak offs? No. Well, Cassie said, I sent an email to my mom and Capricorn from my flight to Boston and Connecticut. What did you write? That Sean said he would release the tape of me on Christmas, and he had Scott and I hurt. He said he would be out of the country then. So that means Diddy is a flight risk. Wow. That's why they're not letting them get a bond. Cassie said, there was a time I couldn't take the pain. I tried to walk out in traffic. My husband wouldn't let me. I had trauma therapy. Did you write? A book with chapters. My mom helped. What did you want with the book? That Sean read it. AUSA said, money back for what? For having paid my now husband to be my trainer. What? Money back for what? For having paid my now husband to be my trainer. What did you write back? Do you want me to tell the truth? It's much deeper than iPads. There was abuse, more than freak offs. Oh, shoot. Don't let that girl go deep. Judge, so tomorrow morning adjourned. Story coming with extras, like on X. Oh my God. Please don't let her go no deeper. Judge, we could do it in the robing room. The defendant would have to be present. So in the courtroom, sealed. Counsel for victim one would like to be heard. I see his hand, Mr. Wigger. We are entitled to notice. That's the Diddy doing thing. Okay, U.S. versus Sean Combs. Cassie still on direct. Then Cross, May the 14th. And the City Press is covering the trial with extras. Cool. Okay. On May the 14th, in Sean Combs' trial, Cassie Ventura ends direct with Kid Cudi, car arson and rape. Now sealed session. Oh, so they went in the sealed session. Okay. see anything else. Let's see. Okay, cool. So that was it from Inner City Press, because Inner City Press was on location. So my question is, do you think they should let, hey Darlene, do you think they should let Cassie go deeper into what she really want to go into? Hey, Miss Darlene, do you think he should go do? Judah said, lock his ass up. Do you think they should have kicked him out then? Yes, they should have. I do believe. Hey, Angela, do you think they should have allowed Cassie to go deeper than what she really wanted to go? Because I believe so. I believe they should have let her go as deep as she wanted to go. I just didn't want to hear it because I heard that Diddy daughters didn't show up today. That's bad. When you look out there in the gallery and don't see your daughters, that means everything that was said yesterday hit home. And 9 times out of 10, it probably, and Michelle said yes. Judah said, oh, Don going to testify? I believe so. Willie said, oh, absolutely. Of course. So what I'm thinking is that the girls heard things about their mom. And then when Cassie got to detailing yesterday and it being so graphic and about the freak off dude with an escort, I think them girls was like, nah, man, this is a little too much. It's a little too much. It's a little too much. But they said Diddy sat there today with a stone cold face. Ain't smirk, ain't nothing. He just looked. That's kind of weird to me. Because when I'm in court and you lie on me, I'm making faces. I'm ready to jump. I'm ready to say something. And for you just to. And they said Christian had the same face. That's wild. That's wild. Well, Kalina is in a catch-22 situation. Judah. Kalina, if she's not on Diddy's side, then she ain't gonna say nothing. Because her husband and Diddy are best friends. So, and Kalina also go through abuse. So it'll be hard to even play with them like that. Because she got to go home to it. Who said that? Said R. Kelly made faces at the lies. If Don testify, I wonder if all of Danity Kane going to be there. You best to believe if Don testify, Aubrey O'Day is going to testify. You got to know that. So I'm glad y'all engaged. Like I say, don't forget the super chat, y'all. Don't forget to hit the like button. Like, share, subscribe. Don't forget the super chat as well. So we gonna go from Inner City Press because today was the short day, it looked like. And I'm going over to a situation where I'm gonna title this part, Don't Play with DanaJay. I'm gonna put that out there. Don't play with DanaJay. And y'all know I'm back on here now, but I haven't been on here for a while. And the Catfish wanted to play. I guess she seen some bait in the water and she wanted to go and tip and turn. But I'm the wrong person you want to do that with. The Catfish went lying. And we all know she's taking up for a friend. They all part of the Scam Likely crew. And we all know that. So the Catfish went live last night and said that I lied and this was false and this and that. But you know what? Thank you so much, Ms. Darlene. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. You sent a money order? Sure. Email me. Yeah, email me and I'll send you everything. Thank you so much, Ms. Darlene. I appreciate you. I need 9 more people to jump in that super chat for me. 9 more people to jump in that super chat. And see, and I'm not going to put nothing on the lady. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what was said, and I'm going to go step by step. And I'm going to show you why they say never play with Dana J. So first things first, it was this press pass, right? It was this press pass. Now, nobody's paying her attention. And for the people that say it wasn't Angie, I'm going to show you that it was Laverne. You see how she about Angie? She said, well, I guess at Infamous must have made these badges as well at Actor Dana J. It's the same badge. It's the same badge. Then she said, you emailed the wrong place if you emailed them at all. I know where they got their badge from and the process they had to go through. Stop harassing people. Pause. Hey, got some news? Pause. I never harassed anybody. I just said the badges were fake. So I emailed the wrong place, she say. Then she come back and she do this. Now watch this. I ain't saying nothing. I'm just laughing. Because now she thinks she's doing something and I'm about to checkmate her. She said, I addressed the work for free actor Dana J. I don't know why she called me that, but okay. And his continuous lies about me writing Debo's complaint. And I've never written anything for anyone out here. We all know that's a lie. You need to make up your mind about me because you call me a fake ass lawyer and a nurse student, and I'm neither. She the one that said, listen, and she said she's not a lawyer. She's admitting that she's not a lawyer. Okay. How can a fake ass lawyer write motions? Huh, dummy? Anyway, in my last live, I addressed the press pass too. Go to 15 minutes and 30 seconds. Then she put the link. Tisa tells you about how the press and civilians stand in line and enter on the same side. She also speaks on the independent press, which is what Infamous had on her badge. Checkmate. Can you get your lies straight about who was Mel B? I never said who was Mel B. I never cared about who was Mel B. Wrong person. Is it Branda or me? I consider this harassment, and I kindly ask that you cease speaking about me. Listen, my likeness or as a reference. And just like he's asked people to call in on Infamous, when did I ask anybody to call in on Infamous? I think that it's a good idea to forward any and all evidence of harassment, defamation of character, cyber crimes, and any falsified, manipulated, and manufactured evidence that the deadbeat actor has accused you of doing to the Clayton County DA office and reference case number 2024 CR 018665MG and title it Rule 404 Evidence, so it can be entered in discovery. Let's stop right there. The fun part of it is I can't wait to go to trial. The second fun part is You are now trying to impede my case, something I expect you to do. So when you realize that I have everything, right? Then you're going to be looking dumb. And this is the press pass that Catfish Laverne is going hard about. Now watch this. Catfish is capping for the infamous one and for Panda, and they don't even like each other. I'm going to say it again. Catfish is trying to cap for the infamous one and for Panda, and none of them like each other. Dana, what are you talking about? Hold on. The train about to get good. So then after she's saying all that, right? I say nothing. She said, at actor DanaJay, big black fat ass nigga, you spoke on me lying in your video. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. You can kiss ass that lying ass case goodbye. Your dumb ass doesn't know where to get the press passes from, and apparently neither does your lying ass witness. I'm 24/7 on it. Now, I'm glad you said that, and I'm glad that people are watching, because now you're harassing me. However, let's go to school. See, because when you tell one lie, you got to keep telling them. Uh-oh, what is Dana about to show? Well, you said I emailed the wrong person, right? To Media Inquiries, New York Southern District. Thank you so much, Lexington. I appreciate you, brother, for the 10-piece. I need 8 more people. Come through. You spend $1, spend $2. I don't care. I just need 8 more people. But it's a Media Inquiries, New York Southern District. Media Inquiries at New York Southern District.uscourts.gov. Look at the title. USA versus Sean Diddy Combs Media Access. Wait, you said I was emailing the wrong place, right? So it's a to Executive District Media Relations, United States District Court, Southern District of New York. Subject, media access requests. Sean Combs trial commencing May the 12th, 2025. I'm not the only one that emailed him about this. Date Friday, May the 9th, 2025. Dear Executive District Media Relations Team, good morning. There has been some public discussion. Laverne, are you watching? Bitch, I need you to watch this, bitch. So there has been some public discussion, specifically via YouTube, regarding whether a special application is required in advance to secure courtroom access as a member of the press. One such video is from a content creator known as Scam Likely, who states that she completed an application process to gain approval for media seating. For reference, please see the video link below. There's the link. Scam Likely Catfish. Hello, Scam Likely. Congratulations, your single event registration application has been accepted. But wait, here's the thing. What people don't understand is that I inspect everything, you dumbass lawyer. If you're going to get something in the email, tell your friend not to make it an image. This is a JPEG picture. This is a JPEG picture, which means what? It was screenshotted and turned into JPEG. That's why you can't find where everything come from. See, I can show mine about press passes, you dumbass. Can you? So while this is being shown, right? This is what the court said. Begin forward message from Media Inquiries NYSD. Media Inquiries at nysd.uscourts.gov. Reason USA versus Sean Diddy Combs media access. So I'm gonna ask y'all this. Do this seem like the same place? This seems like the same place that you go to, right? This is what I mean when you listening to a dumbass lawyer who can't get out the bed, who wanna be a lawyer, and that bitch ain't nothing but a Walmart greeter, you dumb hoe. Listen, May the 9th, 2025. They said, hello, please see below answers to your questions. The information referenced above is not from the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York. You know what? I'm going to do this. Can somebody tell me where Diddy trial is being held at? Can somebody tell me where Diddy trial is being held at in Lower Manhattan? So you jumping out here telling people that people are emailing the wrong place for a press pass? You the dumb motherfucker. But you supposed to be a lawyer, right? I'm going to check that ass too. His case is being held at the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York and Lower Manhattan. Then they said seating for non-in-house press is on a first-come, first-seat basis. And the roles designated for press, no application is required. Pause. That explains why Sylvia had to stand outside. Thank you, Willie. That goes to show why Sylvia had to stand outside. And then it says, no, once the courtroom seats are full, everyone will be directed to an overflow courtroom. Dumbass. So while you looking at Tisa video, Amon Wiggins already broke down it's 5 overflow rooms, stupid. Then they come back and say, we will add you. Please submit a medical note and we can make an accommodation for the row that you sit in. Wow. Wow. So then what I did, and because the dummies wanted to keep being dumb, here we go again. Because the panda came out and said, all of y'all gonna look dumb and put me in it. So what did I do? I emailed the same place again, media_inquiries at nysd.uscourts.gov. And the first thing I said was, sorry to bother you guys. And just for clarity, can you confirm or deny that the photo attached is or is not? Have you heard that, Catfish? I said, sorry to bother you guys. And just for clarity, can you confirm or deny that the photo attached is or is not the press pass for NYSD courts for the trial of USA versus Sean Combs? Please. This lady is causing chaos on the internet with this press pass drama. Hope to hear from you soon. Thank you in advance. Which means what? I wasn't expecting to hear from them. And this is the press pass, and they see it. And what did they say? That is not a press credential issued by the Southern District of New York. They said that is not a press credential issued by the Southern District of New York. I emailed him again and said, thank you for the clarification. So the question I'm saying was, did I email the wrong person? Or bitch, did you roll over on the wrong side of the bed because you know your ass can't get up to tell the fucking truth? So why we at it though, right? Why you capping for the infamous one? Let's talk about it. Uh-oh. This is why I say don't none of them like each other. But because they can't get me off the internet and they hate me so much and the hate runs so deep because all of them want to be me because I turned down all of them, this is what you get. I never told nobody to go put a track on nobody's car. Y'all did that off of free will. Now you got to pay for it because that's a criminal offense. So let's go here. Catfish, Laverne. Since you said that I'm lying, oh, you know I sit back and talk. When I said that you always wanted to be part of the dream team, and you said, no, I didn't. Don't nobody like the dream team. What up, J-Rock? No, I didn't. And nobody like the dream team. Y'all broke. We broke, right? But all of us got homes. All of us got cars. All of us got jobs. And ain't none of us going to the swap meet and to get a Chanel bag and fake like it's the real thing. I don't got to get up on this motherfucker and talk about, I got the real Coach. I got the real Gucci. And a Chinese man come back 4 months later and say, if you got everything, Coach or Gucci or anything designer, it's all fake because it come from us. So Boom Boom had the right to come out and say, well, I told you your shit was fake. But wait, didn't you say, Laverne, I'm still here, folks. I'm listening to this evil bitch, Sylvia, warn people that she's going to become an investigator. And she sends a warning as if that means anything. This is who she really is. That passive act she puts on and act all holy is in the act. I hate her ass. Laugh out loud. But hold on. You said that. This is your words. But 5 years later, I just want to be down. I just need a friend face ass. I just want to be accepted. Oh, I can't beat them motherfuckers. And I don't got Dana to help me no more. So I'm going to go join them. Last week, Laverne. Last week. Then you said I was lying about Panda and them doxing you, and I'm trying to start something. Ain't that what you said? But before you said that, but I said, you the reason why I found most of the stuff about Panda. You said, nuh-uh, you lying. All together, what do this say? Don't this say Randa's LinkedIn? Don't this say Angie Walker? Hold on, wait. I'm gonna do you one better. Don't that email say divaontheball@gmail.com? Oh, bitch, you can't get out of this one. Well, I show mine too. Don't that say book DanaJay today@gmail.com? Huh? Well, didn't you say, Laverne, just in case you don't have her LinkedIn stuff, because she closed her page, but now she has reopened it. You can see the information on her LinkedIn profile doesn't match that shit she has about being a principal. How did I find out about her not being a principal? Hold on. Ain't this her whole LinkedIn profile? Ooh. Oh, Laverne. Ooh. Ain't this her whole profile? Laverne? Ooh. Then what you say? Since she wants to know when she said she was a principal, here's the link. When she said it with her pictures at the bottom, fuck her ass up. I'm just saying. Hey, Laverne, I don't know nothing about my life. I don't know nothing about my life. You do. You do. And you're the reason why everybody was able to track all about her down. You know what I mean? I'm cool with it. I don't fuck with you. So I'll show you everything. But then you say, Brandon them ain't never doxed me. You lying. You lying. Hey, Laverne, do you remember the time? In the words of, I hate doing this because I don't like giving people credit. Right? Especially people that I don't fuck with. But I'm going to say it in her words. Hasta la vista, baby. Well, Laverne, didn't you file bankruptcy for $1,177? Oh, I'm sorry. That's what you get in disability. That's what you get in disability. Don't you ever try to come at me and say I get food stamps or anything, motherfucker, and you only get $1,000 in disability. Bitch, I shit that. I work for a living. You get $1,177 and talk about I'm broke and you got Chanel bags. A matter of fact, a Chinese sold Chanel bag is $7,000. So how many of these checks are you saving up, bitch? Just so you can get a bag, ho? I'm just trying to figure it out. As they say, shout out to Bedbug. He said, plain and simple. He said, your YouTube page is your resume. Well, Laverne, I'm just trying to figure out when playing with Dana has ever been cool. When? When? You can't fathom nothing on me. What you gonna talk about, child support? If you talk about child support, but that means I demand the people to say, show me the last profile of what happened in his child support case. Do I gotta call Paul M. Glenn? Since you filed Chapter 7 voluntarily with no assets, bitch. And you did it in 2010? I just think you need to leave me alone. I'm not that guy. So you can go and call and act like I'm bothering you and all that, but only thing I'm going to say is when you talk, I'm going to say, U.S. Bankruptcy Court, Middle District of Florida, Jacksonville. Bankruptcy petition 310-BK-02780-PMG. Bitch, you don't pay your bills and you're a deadbeat grandmama. Bird, I'm glad you said that's old stuff. I'm glad you brought your dick sucking ass over here. Because what y'all like to do is play old new games. Everything y'all showed to mine, it was old, and y'all had a kiki time, Humbird. So when I show factual shit, whether it's old or not, you want to jump in and try to cap. Do me a favor. Do me a favor. Do me a favor. Go play with your bitches over there, Bird. Find something happy and safe for you to do. Now, I ain't gonna tell which one of my, you know what? Don't even block the Bird, bitch. Don't even block her. Don't even block her. Let the bitch sit there and panic. One thing I'm gonna say is I sit back and let all y'all Dana J haters eat each other because I don't be thinking about y'all. When I go to sleep, I ain't even know I snore. Of course, Gossip News Bird been quiet. They ain't had nothing to talk about. But you know what they run around and say? I'm a deadbeat dad. Shit. That's not what my bank account say. That's not what my kids' bank account say. But y'all cap for the deadbeat grandmama. Y'all cap for the deadbeat grandmama. So, like I say, these motherfuckers say whatever. But this is for you, Angie. Bubblegum in a dish. Stop stalking my page, you bell pepper built ass bitch. I said I ain't want to go there, but I feel Anthony Barr coming on. And I'm going to say it again. Bubblegum in a dish. This go for you too, Bird. Stop stalking my page, you bell pepper built ass bitch. Okay? Y'all go find something safe to do. Now I'm going to go here. Go brush my teeth. Oh, my teeth fine, bitch. But you over here, Bird. You over here. Go back to where you are welcome at. But Bird is part of the Flying Monkeys. And see, this is what they meant when they say Flying Monkeys. Okay? Angie is the big catfish flying monkey. So flying monkeys are the enablers who support the narcissists no matter what. The flying monkeys blindly side, encourage, support, and even abuse the victim to defend the narcissist, even if they know the narcissist is wrong or doing very bad things. They are either blind to the narcissist's behaviors because of cognitive dissonance, or they just don't care. Either way, they are just as guilty. Narcissists usually have a few flying monkeys that they count on for backup. Like Bird, a flying monkey, just coming over here trying to defend the narcissist. Understand this. I don't give a fuck. So, I want to know one thing, Bird, since you here. I ain't even gonna disrespect you no more. I'm done, and you know what? And I shouldn't have disrespected you before, but that's my fault. I shouldn't have did that. But I shouldn't have, called you a flying monkey, even though you act like one, but I shouldn't have called you one, right? Okay. So, Angie said that there's no such thing as a federal attorney. So I'm having this conversation with somebody, and there is a such thing as a federal attorney. Matter of fact, a lawyer that me and this person was talking about, Paul, was a federal attorney. A federal attorney refers to a United States attorney who is the chief federal law enforcement officer in their respective district, appointed by the president and confirmed by the Senate. They prosecute federal crimes, but they prosecute federal criminal cases, and represent the United States in civil litigation where the government is a party. So, Angie, there's no such thing of a federal attorney? I'm lost. There's no such thing of a federal attorney? And you are a lawyer? Only thing I got to say, Angie, is this right here. Don't none of y'all like each other. But the reason why y'all band together is because y'all hate me that much. But understand this. Ain't this you talking?
Then also you can get the if you can't get the same judge, get the transcript. But then also you can get the if you can't get the same judge, get the transcript. But then also you can get the if you can't get the same judge, get the transcript from that court hearing and have it attached when you go. Get the transcript.
That's why I say what I say. They love you in the morning and they hate you at noon, and they trying to put you in the grave at night. I don't talk to none of them at all. So, Angie, let's go here. You so in tune to what's going on, and I ain't even being disrespectful. I'm going to do you the same way I did the person that you capping for. If you got something to say to me from now on, hit my link. Jump up here. Discuss your issue with me. Discuss your issue with Leisha. Discuss your issue with the Dream Team. I have had enough of blowing up your channels. I'm not coming to your channel. And since my little brother DJ Amazing in here, I'm going to put it out there. When I go to his channel, I'm not saying nothing to you. So don't try to engage with me on no fronts. You know what I mean? You are a flip-flopping, wannabe, old-ass, swollen-ass, dust-faced, mop-head asshole. And then I'm going to go here. I'm not going back and forth with nobody who can't show their face on a consistent basis on an app. I don't know. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, one thing about it is we content, we solid over here. It ain't shit that you can say, Angie. You've been bitched by me. You've been bitched by Blockbender. You've been bitched by Larry. You've been bitched by Panda and her best friend. And then you say you didn't write the motion? Okay, if you didn't write the motion for Dumbo, why you get mad when everybody tell you it's stupid and frivolous? The only reason why you get mad because that's your work. You think people don't know? We all know. We all know. Look at the shit you sent me on Pat. It's the same shit. It mirrors the same shit that Debo put in his fucking dumbass motion. That's why everybody laughing about it. Because you want to be a lawyer so bad. Bitch, that shit is frivolous. It's frivolous. You ain't nothing but a swollen flying monkey. And I'm done with it. Continue being with your friends. Go do what y'all do. Leave me out your mouth. Leave me out your mouth. Because I'm going to defend me at all fronts. So go take your night meds so that way you can sleep. Go get your inhaler, bitch. And go in your little room that you renting from your ex-boyfriend that don't want nothing to do with you, okay? And until you start paying over $600 in rent for just because you rent a room, and you can't talk to me. I refuse to hold a conversation with an old swollen asshole. I refuse to. Especially when you look like that. Especially when you look like that. You look like a real life catfish. With a receding hairline. Girl, stop. So go live, do about 400 line videos, tell everybody that you and Hulk Hogan girlfriend are best friends, and all that. But leave my name out your mouth. You feel me? Because the next time you play with me, I'm going to let the world know what the niggas that finger popped you and play with you think about you. Okay? So on that note, I got one thing to say to you. And Dream Team, you don't have to be great to get started, but you got to get started to be great. Be someone important. Be yourself. Elephants don't swat flies and jets fly over turbulence. But for all the haters out there, and for all the folks out there, stop trying to rebuild bonds you didn't break. Fuck them people. Stop trying to rebuild bonds you didn't break. Fuck them people. And Angie, while you at it, understand this.
Wow! It's Sean. This shit don't stop. You ain't fucking with me. You need to hear this, though. You ain't fucking with me. It's only one, young. I'm a one-on-one. Don't need to call me twin.
Swimming in you. Hey, little mama. Said I wanna take her. Dipping your pool. Just go for a little dive there.